Welcome back, sailors, to our advanced scenario-based training series. Today, we're tackling one of the most challenging situations imaginable: a man overboard or mob at night in a storm with a 30-minute delay in detection. This isn't just a drill, it's a test of your entire crew's nerve, skill, and decision-making under extreme pressure. So, let's dive into this high-stakes scenario and break down how to handle it. The scene is set, it's pitch black, wind is howling, and waves are crashing over the deck. Your vessel is being tossed around in heavy seas. A crew member comes to the bridge, looking panicked. They can't find their watch partner. A quick check confirms your worst fear. Someone went overboard. The last time they were seen was a full 30 minutes ago. 30 minutes. In these conditions, that's an eternity. Panic is the first enemy you have to conquer. As captain, your calm and decisive leadership is what will hold the crew together. Your first command must be clear and immediate. Man overboard. Announce it over the ship's internal comms. This single phrase galvanizes the entire crew into action. Everyone knows their station, everyone knows their role because you've drilled this. But this isn't a calm water drill. The delayed discovery complicates everything. The person in the water is now a significant distance away, and your immediate priority is to get back to the area where the incident likely occurred. You can't just turn around, you need a precise maneuver. This is where the Williamson turn comes into play. The Williamson turn is your best bet in this specific situation. Why? Because it's designed to put your vessel on a reciprocal course, heading back along your original track. Given the 30-minute delay, you have no visual on the person, and your only hope is to return to the path you just traveled. Here's how you execute it. Let's say your original course was 090 degrees. First, you alter your course 60 degrees to starboard, bringing you to a heading of 150. You hold this course until the ship's head has changed by 60 degrees from the original course. Then, you put the helm hard over to port. You continue this turn until your vessel is on the reciprocal course of your original track, which in this case is 270 degrees. If executed correctly, the Williamson turn will place you directly on your own wake, heading back towards the location where the MOB likely happened. But remember, the storm is a massive factor. Strong winds and currents will have pushed both your vessel and the person in the water off course. This is called leeway. You must account for it. You'll need to estimate the drift and adjust your reciprocal course slightly upwind to compensate. This isn't an exact science, it's seamanship at its most critical. Your experience with how your vessel handles in heavy weather is invaluable here. While you're performing the turn, your crew must be in action. Designated lookouts should be posted immediately, equipped with powerful searchlights and night vision binoculars if available. They need to be securely tethered for their own safety. The storm makes visual searching incredibly difficult. Waves can easily hide a person, even one with a strobe light. The crew on deck needs to be scanning the water, not just ahead, but all around the vessel. Everyone is an extra set of eyes. The bridge team is just as busy. One person is dedicated to the helm, another is managing communications, and you are coordinating the entire effort. Your next immediate action is to broadcast a Mayday message. A 30-minute delay in a storm at night is a grave emergency. Use VHF channel 16. Your Mayday call should be clear and concise. State Mayday, 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 your vessel's name, call sign, and position. Crucially, you must state the nature of your distress. Man overboard. Provide the last known position of the incident, which is your position 30 minutes ago. Give a description of the person, what they were wearing, and if they have a life jacket or personal locator beacon. This call alerts rescue coordination centers and any other vessels in the vicinity. Help is on the way, but you are the first and best chance of recovery. Now you're heading back along your reciprocal course. The next critical phase is the search itself. A simple back and forth track isn't going to be effective in these conditions. The search area has expanded significantly due to the time delay and the storm's drift. This is where you implement a sector search. A sector search is ideal when the last known position of the target is well known, but the target itself is difficult to detect. It allows you to saturate a circular area with your search efforts. Here's how it works. You begin at the estimated position of the incident, which we'll call the datum point. You proceed for a certain distance, then make a 120-degree turn to starboard. You run for the same distance again, then another 120-degree turn to starboard. Repeat this one more time, and you will have completed a triangular pattern and returned to your starting point. For the next leg, you shift your entire pattern. You'll alter your initial heading by 30 degrees and repeat the entire triangular search. This methodical process ensures you cover the area in overlapping sectors, maximizing your chances of spotting the person in the churning sea. The distance of each leg in your sector search depends on visibility and sea state. In a storm at night, your search leg might only be half a nautical mile or even less. The key is to be systematic. Your bridge team must meticulously plot your position and track on the chart or ECDIS. Every turn must be precise. The stress on the helmsman is immense. They are fighting the wheel constantly to maintain course in the heavy seas. It's physically and mentally exhausting. You need to rotate crew positions frequently to keep everyone sharp. Fatigue is a silent enemy that leads to mistakes. Meanwhile, the crew on deck is facing their own battle. They're being hit by spray and wind, searching the dark, angry water with searchlights. The beams of light will cut through the rain and spray, but they also create intense glare off the surface of the water. Lookouts need to be trained to look past the glare to scan the troughs of the waves, not just the crests. Communication between the lookouts and the bridge is vital. Any potential sighting, even if they're not sure, must be reported immediately. Object in the water, 2 points off the port bow. That's the call you're hoping to hear. When that call comes, the entire operation shifts focus. You must carefully maneuver the vessel towards the object to confirm if it's the person. This is incredibly dangerous. Bringing a large vessel alongside a person in the water in a storm requires immense skill. You must approach from downwind, creating a lee or a calmer patch of water to protect the person from the full force of the waves and to prevent your ship from being pushed on top of them. Your speed needs to be minimal, just enough to maintain steerage. This is no time for haste. A rushed approach could be fatal. Once you're alongside, the recovery begins. Getting the person out of the water is the final and perhaps most difficult hurdle. They will be hypothermic, exhausted, and possibly injured. They won't be able to help much. Your crew needs a recovery plan. A rescue sling, a Jason's cradle, or a recovery net should be ready for deployment. The crew on deck, all wearing life jackets and harnesses, must work as a coordinated team to get the device to the person and hoist them aboard. This is a physically demanding task made harder by the pitching and rolling of the ship. Once they are back on board, the medical emergency begins. They need to be moved to a warm, dry space immediately. Cut off the wet clothing and wrap them in blankets. Assess their condition. Are they conscious? Are they breathing? Be prepared to administer CPR and treat for severe hypothermia. Your medical officer or designated first aider takes charge here. All this time, you must maintain communication with the rescue services, updating them on your status. This entire scenario, from the initial alarm to the recovery, is a cascading series of high-stress decisions. The 30-minute delay is a brutal starting point. The storm adds a layer of physical danger and difficulty to every single task. And the darkness amplifies the fear and uncertainty. This is why we train. We don't train for the easy days. We train for the worst days. By rehearsing scenarios like this, you build muscle memory and mental resilience in your crew. You identify weaknesses in your procedures, your equipment, and your teamwork. So, take this scenario back to your crew. Talk it through. What are your specific procedures? Who is in charge of what? Do you have the right equipment, and does everyone know how to use it? Run a tabletop exercise. Then, when conditions permit, run a live drill. Practice the Williamson turn. Practice deploying your recovery gear. Because when the real thing happens in the dark, in a storm, it's that training that will make the difference between a tragic loss and a successful rescue. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, keep drilling, and be prepared for anything. If you found this training valuable, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more advanced seamanship content. See you next time.